I like to think that each object has layers of significance, like relating to it on an aesthetic level, relating to it on a language level. Maybe there's some kind of, there are words that are attached to it that make it more meaningful somehow in a way that wasn't thought of before. Maybe there's the function of it that's twisted. Like these needles, for example, for some reason I loved buying them from these women, and they happen to be Iraqi women. And this by itself, the interaction, even though it was meaningless, maybe in the end was just full of delight, so much so that I just kept going back and buying needles that I wouldn't use for, you know, what they were meant to be used for. For example, the needles are an experimental form. So literally each time you pick it up and put it down, it won't be the same. So that's the idea behind it, that each time you place it, it's an experiment. So I liked how it sort of reflected the shape of this in a way. They two don't go together, but they're just sort of conversing with each other, almost as if, since this is a tire, there's somehow a threat from the needle, maybe, that it'll puncture. I like that. This is a costume for a fly. So there's a fly on the end of this. It's a tea kettle, and there are references to tea, of course. But I was playing with the idea of, because a lot of these things are costumes for other things, or replacements for other things. Like, this is a costume for water, or clothing for water. This is, the idea is that it's a back brace that's from an injured worker. And these are valves from a pressure cooker. So they're pressure valves. And somehow it was really just such a nice surprise that these objects, which I had bought, because of the weight actually, there's just this surprising weight to them. They're much heavier than you think they're going to be. They happen to fit perfectly in the holes, the breathing holes that were in this back brace, I think. And I was thinking, I mean, a lot of people have talked about this being sort of a reference to, you know, bomb building or suicide bombing, or using the body as this sort of release of pressure. There's also this sense that I wanted to reflect the idea of not advertising, but displaying things on the body. Like people selling things that they hold in their hands or in their pockets, or which I see downtown a